Hi, Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Glad you're stopping in. The haul I have for you today is a combination of things that I found at the thrift store, a few things that were given to me, and I'm starting to go through my cabinets and closets and putting out some of the stuff that I thought I would have put out a long time ago. I'm going to start selling them. Hope you enjoy. I picked these up at the Salvation Army. It's a set of 4. I have 3 mugs and a creamer here. They're Arcaroc, France, in the Octane black pattern. I remember picking up probably a year or so ago some of the white, and it sold pretty well. I believe they date to the 1980s. I paid $1.50 for the 4 pieces you see here, and I'm going to ask $12. Picked up these 2 pieces of Taylor Smith Taylor at the Goodwill. I paid 99 cents for this plate and $2.99 for this platter. I'm going to turn them over in a minute. I just wanted you to notice right here it says 457. That is actually the date it's from, 1957. And it always amazes me that some large pieces are not marked and some smaller ones are. Anyways, here's what I found. They're in really wonderful condition. The pattern is called Blue Twig, again, 1957, Taylor Smith Taylor. They're in the versatile pattern, and the versatile pattern came in, I don't know, I think like over 30 patterns. They started that in 1953. They were designed by John Gilks, and they replaced the garland shape, which was the most popular shape they had 20 years prior to that. I am going to ask, I think $25 for the plate and platter together. Really nice condition. Picked this up at the local Goodwill. Orange was the color of the week, so it was half price. It was marked $2.99, so I paid $1.50 for it. It's Murano style glass. It's obviously an ear of corn, and it's in really nice condition. I collect mostly the fruits, but I picked this one up because I don't see them out there very often. I'm going to sell this one probably by itself and keep the fruit, at least for now. Probably ask about $9, $9 to $10 for it. These I picked up on eBay every now and then, maybe 2 or 3 times a year. I like to go and purchase on eBay. Not only is it fun, but I like to get feedback as a buyer. So I fell in love with this Holt Howard 1958 jam and jelly set, and it came with an extra bottom here. It's called Pixie Ware. You can see right here the spoons are the bottom of the tops. Holt Howard is super collectible and pretty expensive. This started out as an auction for $45 for the 3 pieces. I kept watching it, nobody was bidding on it, and at the last moment I put a bid in, didn't think I'd get it, because they start usually at $60 and up just for the one set. They're in good condition, a little crazing, that's normal. Anyways, I won the auction. I was so excited, I immediately sent off a text to the buyer and told her how excited I was, and she said that she had been collecting Holt Howard Pixie Ware forever, and she was downsizing as she was getting old, and this was actually her very last piece. So kind of excited to start her collection anew. Anyway, Holt Howard started making these adorable Pixie Ware pieces in 1958, and the first pieces in 1958 were the mustard, the ketchup, and what you see here, the jam and jelly jar. Take the spoon out so you can look at it. They sold as giftware, actually. They only made Pixie Ware for 4 years, and there's a large line of them. I hope to collect as many as I can if I can find them at a good price. A lot of other companies during that era made Pixie Ware. Lipper and Mann made Pixie Ware, Lefton made Pixie Ware, Napco, DeVar made Pixie Ware, and DeVar is actually the closest you can find to the Holt Howard line, and their spoons are actually interchangeable. Picked up the set of three. They're 3 3/4 glasses, probably juice glasses. I kind of think more like cordials because who would drink juice out of them? Anyway, they're made in Korea. I picked them up at the Enjoy store. I paid $1.50 for them. It's kind of an impulse buy because they were just so pretty. If you saw on the one we showed you, nope, not that one, I paid 50 cents each. This one right here, there's a tiny bit of the gold missing. That, I believe, is my fault. When I took the tag off, I wasn't even thinking that it would draw off any of the gold. Otherwise, they are in beautiful, perfect condition. Probably date, they say Korea, so they have to date to before the division of North and South Korea. So I'm thinking probably the late 50s, possibly the very early 60s, $1.50 for 3. I'm going to ask $10 for them. This was another auction purchase on eBay for me. I paid $4.99 for all 3 pieces right here. You can see they're hole towered, and this is an ashtray. They're all in the coq rouge pattern, and that simply means in French, red rooster or red chicken. This ashtray here, they say is very hard to find. I haven't seen any online to match it. Right here you can see it has the name of the pattern, and it is a cute little egg cup. Right here, I have an adorable, this condition here is excellent. It's a salt shaker. It took me a while to find out where exactly the holes were, but they're right here, and there are only 2 of them, so I know it's a salt shaker. The woman told me that it did not have a stopper, but it does. It just doesn't fit in there real well. Probably going to keep them anyways. All hand painted. Hole Towered Imports Company started in 1949 out of New York City. They moved to my home state of Connecticut. They moved to Stamford, Connecticut, to be precise, in 1955. And the first items they sold were Christmas items. These pieces were produced, this line right here, by Bob Howard. And I think I'm going to hang on to them at least for a while. I actually thrifted these gorgeous milk glass tumblers a while ago, probably maybe even 2 years ago. I believe I got them at the Goodwill because that's what it says right there, 99 cents. I had every intention of either using them or displaying them, and they weren't used or displayed, so I guess it's time to sell them. I'm going to ask $20 for the set. They're Indiana in the Harvest Milk Rate pattern. The 6-inch size here are called coolers. Started producing them in 1966. They're 14 ounces. And again, I'm going to ask $20 for 6. This I also found in my cabinet. I bought this a while back. It's Wexford in the green color. Let's see on the bottom. It's anchor hocking. They're not marked, but that's what it looks like. And the Wexford pattern is pretty common, pretty easy to spot. Again, I thought I would use this. It was the first colored piece of Wexford I found. They also made a light blue and I believe a pink, a bunch of colors. 1962 to 1988 is when they were produced. This is a 5-inch covered sugar bowl. Also make a really nice candy dish, or candy bowl, I would think. I'm going to ask, I think about $15 for it. Paid 50 cents for this cute little swanky swig type square dance Tom Collins. Dates to the 1950s. That was part of the set of, I believe, 6. It's in pretty good shape. I like to collect these. There is no mark on the bottom, either Libby or Hazel Atlas, possibly Federal, although Federal is usually marked. Those would be my top 3 guesses. They sell for about $5 a glass. This little cutie, I think, was the best find in this entire haul. I did buy it at the Enjoy store for $3. You can see right here, it's an UNESCO 2006 kitchen fairy. A seedling fairy is the name of it. And it was designed by Gigi Santiago. Take a look at her. She is gorgeous, perfect condition. When I picked it up because I liked the fact that it was dated and I knew what it was, and it's obviously adorable. I had no idea how collectible kitchen fairies are. There are a lot of them, and they're pretty expensive. This one in perfect condition is one of the harder ones to find. I see one online with the box for $95, that's what they're asking, and another one with the box for $57, but the last one to sell without the box did sell for $30, so I'm sure I'm gonna have no trouble selling her. My friend Cindy's mom has moved into her house, so she's trying to get rid of some stuff, and she sent me over a box of things, and this was in the box. You can see it's left in there. This is a bisque. It is unglazed trinket box. It is hand painted and egg shaped. It's really pretty. That foil label there dates this piece to between 1960 and 1983, and they sell for about $5. Found this piece sitting in my cupboard. It doesn't belong sitting in my cupboard. It should be out displayed at someone's home, so I'm going to sell it. I thrifted it a while back. I don't remember what I paid for it. Probably somewhere in the $200 to $350 range. It's a Recollections made by Indiana, Recollections clear piece. It dates to the late 1970s. It's a reproduction of the Madrid pattern made by Federal back between 1932 and 1939. And Federal again brought this pattern out for 1 year in 1976. It's always marked 1976 on, I believe it's the base. This one's not marked on there, so that I know that it's after 1976 when the molds moved over to the Indiana Glass Company. And the way you can tell the difference that this is a repro and not original is right here on the knob. You can see how the line there is vertical. On the older pieces, the originals, the lines were horizontal. I'm going to ask, I think, $15 for this candy dish. It's a really cute salt and pepper shaker in a nice fall design. Was also in the box of things Cindy gave me. I'm probably going to list these for no more than $1.50. I found these at the Goodwill. They were 99 cents each. I grabbed them all. They're in display condition. That means they're in unused condition. They are Silver Crown Colony by Colony, Indiana. At least Colony, Indiana, pardon me. At least the 8 silver flash ones are. And I did find one in the Crown Gold. I think it's Indiana too. It matches the other pattern, although I can tell you that U.S. Glass and Indiana in the 1950s, the early 1950s, both made the Crown Gold. The Silver Gold, though, was made at a later date and only by Indiana. They sell for about $10 a glass. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this latest video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, and most importantly, leave me a comment. And I did want to say good luck, Sherry. I'm thinking about you today. See you again real soon. Bye. I picked these up quite a long time ago at the Goodwill. One of them actually says, oh, not that one. It's like a game of things, but I have to download or I have to, that's not right. 1939. This is a 6-foot covered candy dish. And I'm gonna
6 foot?
No.